Hello everyone. Welcome back to this session of English. In this session, we are going to begin a new chapter that is adjectives. Now, this chapter is very important and very interesting topic too. So let's begin this session. First of all, we'll see what we are going to discuss in this session. Well, these are the contents of today's lecture. In this session, we will discuss the following topics. What are the topics that we are going to discuss? First of all, we'll introduce adjectives. We'll see the introduction of adjectives. And after that, we'll see various concepts of adjectives, that what are adjectives, what are its various concepts, and what are actually the uses of adjectives in our speech and daily life. Now, after that, we'll discuss some types of adjectives, that is, attributive adjective, and after that, we'll see the examples of that as well. Predicative adjectives, classification of adjectives. Now, there are various types of adjectives that we are going to discuss in this session afterwards. Classification based on meaning. Okay, so first of all, we'll see the classification of adjectives and then we'll see the concepts of these classification. Classification based on degree of comparison, then rules of comparison, and then we'll see the classification based on article use. So, adjective can be classified in various categories. It can be classified based on the meaning or on the basis of their meaning, on the basis of degree of comparison, and on the use of article basis. Okay, so we'll see various concepts over here in this session. So first of all, let us see that what are adjectives. So this is the introduction of adjective. Adjectives provide vivid. Vivid means clear. Okay, vivid means clear. And descriptive details to nouns and pronouns. It means any word which can qualify noun or pronoun anyhow. If it describes either a noun or a pronoun, for example, if there is a person, okay, and I'm saying that he's an intelligent person, okay, or if I say that he's an intelligent boy, so I'm describing that boy, I'm detailing that boy, or I'm describing something extra about that boy. I'm telling you the quality of that particular boy. So that is the adjective. Now it is not only describing nouns, but it also qualifies any pronoun. For example, if I say this is a very intelligent boy, or he is a very intelligent boy, he is an intelligent boy, I can also say he is intelligent. So in both the manners, I'm describing that particular person, and therefore we can conclude that the definition of adjective is just to modify or qualify or show the descriptive details to nouns and pronouns. Okay, they are words that modify. Now this word is very important over here. It modifies means anyhow qualifies or anyhow show the detailing to that particular noun or describe nouns and pronouns, offering more information about their qualities, characteristics, or attributes. Okay, so they show their quality, characteristics, various characteristics, like if we qualify a noun anyhow, whether we tell its description like the complexion of that particular person, the age of that particular person, size, number, and you can say there are many bases on which we can classify a human being or any person, any noun or any pronoun. Okay, we can show its length, we can show its size, we can show its number, we can show its quality. Anyhow, if we are qualifying the material or even the gender of a noun, that is creating the quality of it. Okay, or that is known as adjective. If it anyhow modifies any noun or pronoun, that word is known as adjective. Adjectives help create a clearer picture of the subject by answering questions like what kind. Now, these questions are very important, and these questions matter a lot in case of adjectives, because if any word that replies to the question what kind, which one, how many, and how much. Now, these are the questions, any word which reply to these questions about a noun, that is known as adjective. Okay. For example, if I say this is the leather bag. Now, what kind of bag is it? It is a leather bag. So, leather is the material of that particular bag. So, what kind replies to the question of adjective, that is leather, and leather is qualifying the word bag. Bag is ultimately a noun. Which one? If I said this one, Okay, or that blue one. So if I say this one, so this is indicating the or pointing out something, any object which I'm indicating that okay, I want this one. Okay, so this is making the choice that this one I want. Okay, so this is actually qualifying the noun which I'm referring to, and this word this is actually it's actually an adjective over here. Why? So because it is qualifying a noun. How many? If I say I have 5 pens, so how many pens do I have? Obviously five. So five is describing the numbers of pen I possess. So this five is actually, you can say it is an adjective. Okay. And how much? For example, 2 liters of milk. So how much quantity I'm talking about milk? About milk I'm talking about for too much, 2 liters of milk. So that 2 liters will be the you can say that is the actually mentioning the quantity of something which I'm referring to. Okay, so that is how much. So any word if it replies to such questions about any noun or pronoun, that is known as adjective. Okay, I hope you have understood the meaning of adjectives. Well, let us move to the concepts of it. Okay, so now we'll discuss various concepts regarding adjectives. Adjectives have two primary uses based on their position in a sentence. Okay. First of all, attributive adjectives directly modify or describe nouns and pronouns by providing additional information about their qualities, characteristics, or attributes. Attributive is basically a word which is derived from the word attributes, and attributes means quality. It means if something is additional information about someone. Okay, this is actually the additional information. If something is describing something, or if it is giving some additional information about something which has been mentioned, so this additional information is known as attribute. Okay, and now attributive adjectives directly modify or describe nouns. What they do, they directly modify or describe nouns and pronouns by providing additional information. Now, as I told you, that additional information is actually attributive. So it provides additional information about their qualities, characteristics, or attributes. Means anyhow, if we can provide some additional information about a noun that we are referring to, that is known as its attributive. For example, if I say Ravi, my friend, okay, so I'm telling something about Ravi, that Ravi, who he is my friend. So this my friend is actually representing Ravi, that this is something additional which I'm telling you about this Ravi. Okay. Now, attributive adjectives typically precede the noun they modify. Now, this one is very, very important in case of adjectives. Now, if I say Ravi, my friend, here I can say my friend is actually the additional information or an attribute about Ravi, but that cannot be an adjective. But if it is an adjective, what happens? Adjective, if it is an adjective, obviously it is qualifying the word noun. And if it is qualifying a noun, it should precede it. It means, first of all, attribute adjective will come, and after that, noun will come. Okay, so here first we'll write the attributive adjective. Okay, and after that we'll write noun. Okay, for example, if I say long tower or long tower. Okay, now long is an adjective, whereas tower is a noun. Okay, so we have used this long, which is telling us the quality about the star, or the length of the star, or the characteristic of the star, but we have used before it, okay, before the word tar, and tar is a noun. So this long is an attributive adjective over here. Okay, now let us see some examples. The blue sky looks beautiful today. Now in this, you can see that we are talking about a sky, and we are describing this sky, that this is a blue. So this blue is an attributive adjective. Okay. He is wearing a red dress. Now dress is noun, and wearing a red dress. So this red is describing the color of this dress. So this red is actually telling us the characteristic of this dress. So this is known as attributive adjective. I saw a huge elephant at the zoo. Now, the word which are in bold, they are attributive adjectives. Now we are talking about elephant, and the elephant is huge. It means he is very big. and we are talking about an elephant or any animal which is very big, so that huge is telling us the size of this elephant, and thus this huge is an attributive adjective over here. The delicious aroma of freshly baked bread filled the room. Now you can see that aroma is actually the smell which you feel, or the fragrance which you feel out of food. Okay, the fragrance which you can sense. It is actually the good fragrance. Basically, the fragrance is good. The fragrance which is derived from the food, that is known as aroma. Okay, so now this aroma is very delicious. Delicious means this aroma is pleasant. So this delicious is actually telling us something about this aroma. So this delicious is attributive adjective over here. He lives in a small house by the beach. Now, this sentence, as you can see, the delicious aroma, this is actually a literary term over here. He lives in a small house. Now, house is noun, and this is small is actually telling us the characteristic of this noun. It is telling us the size of this house. So this is small is known is an attributive adjective over here. Also, you can see that all these attributive adjectives, they are preceding the nouns, they are modifying. Okay, thus they are known as attributive adjectives. So any word, if it is qualifying a noun and it is used before it, which it is modifying, to which it is modifying, that is known as attributive adjective. For example, if I say the blue sky, here the word blue is an attributive adjective because it is qualifying the word sky. Okay. If I say she's wearing a red dress to the party, so dress is a noun over here, and before which we have used the word red, and this is telling us the color of this dress. So this is known as attributive adjective because it is telling us something about the noun that or about the noun which it is which is given over here. Okay. Now let us move to the next one. Now we'll discuss predicative adjectives. Now, if you see this word predicative, as we know well that a sentence is divided into several parts, we say that one is subject and the rest of the part is predicate of the sentence. Now, if we talk about predicative adjective, come after linking verbs such as be, become, seem, appear, feel, etc. Now, if you see in a sentence, we have first subject, then verb, and then object. Basically, the subject part is known as the subject part, whereas the rest of the part is known as predicative part. Okay, it does not matter that whether an object is there or not, whether the verb is up there or not. Now, whenever we have an adjective before the noun or before the subject, it is known as attributive adjective. But if it is mentioned after the linking verbs such as be, it means all the forms of be. And what are the various forms of be? Various forms of be are is, rm, was, were, and if you talk about been, okay, so that is actually the forms of be. Become, seem, appear, feel, etc. These are known as linking verbs. And if anything is coming after any adjective, if it is coming after any of these verbs, any of these linking verbs, and it is qualifying either a noun or pronoun, that is known as predicative adjectives. Predicative adjective. They do not directly precede the noun. Now, this is something very important about it, that they do not directly precede the noun. They modify but appear after the linking verb in a sentence. Okay. So this is the most important thing about this, that they do not directly precede the noun, but they come after it. Okay. And they modify noun actually, but appear after the linking verb in a sentence. Okay. Now let us see some examples of predicative adjectives examples. Okay. The sky looks blue today. Now, if you see the sentence, this blue is after this linking verb looks, okay, and it is qualifying the word sky. Sky is a noun, we know well. So this blue is a predicative adjective. Blue follows the linking verb looks and modifies the subject sky. She is happy about her exam results. Now you can see it over here that happy is describing the word she. She is a pronoun and it is coming after the linking verb is. Okay. So happy follows the linking verb is and describes the subject she. Therefore, this is known as predicative adjective. The soup tastes delicious. Now we are talking about delicious, and delicious is what? The soup. So soup is noun which is qualified by the word delicious, which is an adjective, and taste is a linking verb over here. Okay. So delicious follows the linking verb taste and characterizes the subject soup. So I hope you have seen all these adjectives which are coming after the linking verb in a sentence, and they are qualifying the noun which is given over there. Okay. Or the subject which is given over there. Okay. So I hope you have got this concept very well. So let us move to the next slide. Now we'll see some classification of adjectives. So adjectives can be classified into various types. What are the types? Let us see this. Adjectives are actually the words which qualify noun or modify noun. Adjectives are classified based on three criteria. First of all, classification based on meaning. So first of all, discuss adjective as classification based on meaning. Classification based on degree of comparison, in which we compare two or more nouns or two or more persons, two or more things with one another or with each other. Okay. That will see classification based on article use. Okay. So article means a and the. Let's see this. First of all, we'll discuss classification based on meaning. So there are various types of adjectives. Like first one is descriptive adjective. So anything which can describe a noun, that is known as descriptive adjective. These adjectives describe the qualities or attributes of nouns and provide more information about their appearance, size, shape, color, etc. So anything which can give the additional information about their appearance. It means the appearance of the noun or pronoun, the size of the noun or pronoun, the shape of the noun or pronoun, or the color of the noun or pronoun, etc. It means if it is descriptive or if it is describing anyhow noun or pronoun, that is known as descriptive adjective. For example, beautiful. Now I can say beautiful girl, a beautiful lady, tall man, or tall building, red dress or red bed sheet, intelligent student, intelligent teacher, delicious cake or delicious food. So we can use these words before noun to qualify their qualities. Agreement, descriptive adjectives agree number and gender with the noun they modify. Okay. For example, if I say intelligent students, it means I'm talking about all these students, that all the students are intelligent. No article usually used without articles when referring to a general quality of a noun. Okay. Quantitative adjectives. These adjectives indicate the quantity or number of nouns. Obviously, we are talking about quantity, so they would tell the number of nouns. Examples: three, many, few, several, some, much, little, whole, a lot, of, enough. Okay. These things they are actually for some special cases. As I told you before as well, that noun is divided into two parts. Either it is countable or uncountable. This concept we have already discussed in the chapter of noun. Agreement, quantitative adjectives agree number with the noun they modify. Use with uncountable nouns, not use with uncountable nouns which do not have a specific number. Now here you can see one thing, that if we talk about noun, okay, so we can have various type of nouns, that is countable and uncountable. Now in case of adjective as well, what happens? Let me tell you something about adjective. If we talk about adjective, this is of two types on the basis of numbers. One is quantitative. Another classification of this quantitative adjective can be numeral. Okay. Now what happens? These quantitative and this numeral can be further divided into two parts. One is definite and another is indefinite. Okay. Now, what does it mean? Let me say. Let me tell you. If we talk about quantitative, this will only qualify uncountable category of noun. Okay, uncountable category of noun. Well, I will definitely show you this by a concept. Okay, uncountable category of noun. Okay, by some examples, we will discuss it. If we talk about numeral, it can be further divided into two parts, that is either definite or indefinite. Definite words are actually divided into two parts. One is ordinal and another is cardinal. Okay, ordinal numbers and cardinal numbers. Now, cardinal numbers are actually 1, 2, 3, and so on, whereas uh, ordinals are actually first, second, third, and so on. Okay. Now, if we talk about indefinite, they can be like many, several, few. These are actually indefinite. Some, and these are for indefinite. Now, what is actually the difference between these two? Let me tell you. If we talk about some noun, like they can be counted, but we don't know the exact quantity of that particular thing. For example, if I say books, obviously books are countable. But if I say there are many books in this library, now can you tell me exact number of those books? If I say many books, no, you cannot say that. So these books which I'm referring to, that is many books, these are indefinite. Why so? Because we don't know exact number of these books. But if I say um, uh, I submitted 2 books today in the library. Okay, so I submitted 2 books today in the library. So here I can say this in a fixed manner or in a definite quantity that I have sent or I have submitted 2 books. Now I know well that these I'm talking about only 2 books. Okay. Therefore, that can be the first, second, third, or sorry, 1, 2, 3 on the basis of cardinal numbers, that is 1, 2, 3, and so on. Okay, which we can say the number, exact number. I can say or I can speak for that noun, that is definite quantity of it. Okay, and for the ordinals, for example, the first book which I have submitted is based on a novel by any writer of any Indian writer. Okay, so that is the first book. First book means which is telling me the position of this book. Okay, so that is first, second, third are the ordinal numbers, and cardinal numbers are 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, whereas for indefinite we have countable nouns, but we are not having the exact number of those objects or nouns. Okay, so that is indefinite. So this is the classification of numeral adjective, which can be which is based on actually the countable nouns, which shows the countable category of a noun. Okay, but if we talk about this qualifies the countable category of nouns, whereas quantitative, this tells us the uncountable category of noun. In this, we can have the words like much. Okay, now I cannot say much books. I can say many books. Okay, much can be only used for uncountable nouns. For example, much milk, much water. Okay, enough I can use as a quantitative adjective because it also tells the um, uncountable nouns. For example, I have enough money. Okay, I have enough stamina. Okay, so enough is actually the word which qualifies uncountable nouns. Okay, after that, we can also have some, a lot of, lots of. Okay, so these are the adjectives which can be used as a lot of, lots of. Well, these can be used, there are a few words which can be used in both the manners. Like if we talk about some or a lot of or lots of, plenty of, these can be used in both the manners. Okay, here in the numeral part or in the quantitative part, because they can qualify countable as well as uncountable nouns. Okay, so this is actually the basic criteria, basic division of adjective on the basis of quantitative and numeral adjectives. Quantitative adjectives agree number with the noun they modify. So whenever we talk about quantitative adjectives, actually, if they have been divided into uncountable nouns, further they are qualifying uncountable nouns. So they will definitely tell us the quantity of that particular object, and will use the verb according to it. Now, actually, if we talk about quantitative, so I have further classified this quantitative into numeral plus quantitative. Okay, because you can also say that this quantitative shows three many. So quantitative can be further divided into these two types of adjectives, whereas definite and indefinite is mentioned. So in that manner, if I say that these words, okay, like the numbers, the many, or all of that, all of them, they cannot be used with uncountable nouns. However, the indefinite, not indefinite numeral, actually the quantitative can be used before these words. Now, rest of the adjectives we'll discuss in the next session of this chapter.